Hey everyone, it's Tasty Taste from Blood of Kittens, and it's time to do something sort of clickbaity, but, you know, it's a good discussion to always have, and that will come right after this quick intro. So, hey everyone, so let's get started. I want to talk about something that is really dear to my heart, and I think a lot of players, is that Games Workshop likes to release a lot of new models and make us buy those models. And that's fine and dandy, it's how you grow your business, it's just smart business. But what a lot of players want, more than anything, is to update old models. And so what this video is going to be about is my top 10 picks. Yeah, I know, a top 10 list. You know, that's really clickbaity, but, you know, I can do one every 20 videos, right? That's allowed, I think so. So anyway, so if you can get past the clickbaiting and you like this topic, I say go hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. That'd be really helpful for the channel and helpful for the blog and all that good stuff. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. And that is, let's talk about units that haven't been updated and need to be updated. So like I said, it's a top 10 list. So let's get right into the list and start with number 10. And that is the Space Marine Scout. So now, before we get into why I think the Space Marine Scout needs an update, let's just set aside the possible fluff and new Marine potential here. And that's why it's number 10, is that if Games Workshop decides they want to keep Space Marine Scout fluff and update it to be Primaris Scout fluff, then they need to release a new plastic Scout model. And I'm not talking about Incursor's Infiltrator, which is quote-unquote the replacement for the Scout. Let's do a real 10th Company Scout, a Space Marine that's halfway between being a full Space Marine and not a full Space Marine, a normal human. Let's just do it. Games Workshop, update that sculpt that is from 2005, I believe. 15 years? Come on now, you can do better than this. That sculpt is terrible. They're so small and puny. Let's give them a little Primaris treatment. Let's keep the fluff. Let's not retcon it or just get rid of it. Let's just do it. Plastic Scouts, updated, better than ever. I would love that. We'd buy millions of them because we hate our small little stubby Scouts anyway. Now that you moved them to the elite slot, they're pretty much useless. So just give us new Scouts. Put them back in troops. Come on, 10th edition. It's only, what, a year and a half away, right? Something like that. Okay, now on to number 9. And this is going to go to my least favorite army, and that is the Tau. But there is one thing that's super cool about Tau, and that is their Star Trek Federation of Planets angle where they take any species and bring them in. And so that means it's time to update the Vespid. See, I thought I was going to say Kroot, but you know what? Kroot, you had your day in the sun. You didn't sell enough models. Let's go with Vespid. People like flying bugs, so let's give what the people want, and that is flying insects that are not Tyranids. Let's update the Vespid. You know what? And guess what, guys? You can go hog wild. You can make them like the Kroot, and you can give them, you know, different types of flying Vespid. But for the love of God, please update this ancient kit, which I think is 2003, 2004, something around there. Update it. Let's make it plastic and make the Tau happy. And in fact, if it's successful, we know the designers like making one-off rando models anyway. Just add some more alien models and let them be Tau. Let the Tau have it. That could be a way for me to buy Tau because I won't be forced to buy, you know, robots, anime, and space. I'd be able to buy Federation of Planets, all the species kumbayaing together for the greater good. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Okay, so keeping on with bugs, let's go to number 8, and that is the plastic. God, why can't you say that? I just really wanted to say plastic really bad. Anyway, the Carnifex. You won't believe this, but this has not been updated since 2004. Are you kidding me? We've had a plastic Carnifex that long without any update. Now, the sculpt is great, and that's probably why we haven't really noticed anything, is that the sculpt is pretty good. It holds up, it's pretty awesome, but Games Workshop, this is a really good opportunity. Let's just beef up the Carnifex, put on a bigger base, charge $200 for one Carnifex, you know, keep them at units of 3 still, but, you know, you can make $600 right there. So it's the long way in time of the Carnifex. It's the most iconic big bug monster, and it needs the big bug treatment. It needs to be upgraded to be something really cool and really awesome. You know, add a bunch of bits, make it a different, you can make 1,000 different variants. Already, you know, in the Codex, they have like 3 different variants. They brought that back, which is cool. So maybe it's a hint. Maybe they're saying the plastic Carnifex is going to get an update, a beefcake update. Let's just do it. That'd be awesome. I would just love to see that. All right. So let's go on to number 7. And number 7 is something that's going to, a little more recent in the history, but still pretty old, and that is the Grotesque for the Dark Eldar. Games Workshop, you're so close to having every Dark Eldar thing plastic. The Grotesque, which is like the beefcake unit, basically like the mid-tier elite unit for homunculus covens, needs to be done. You have this terrible fine cast sculpt that's like $40 or something that needs to be updated. Now, the Grotesques were last done in 2010. That's 10 years. We can do an update. We can release a kit of 3 of them, still charge $1,000, but it's time. Just take that resin and make it plastic and just do it. Then you'll have almost a complete line of plastic. It's like low-hanging fruit. Games Workshop, just do it. Just take it. It'd be awesome. All right, so that's number 7. So now we're going to go into number 6, and we're going to go to probably my old school favorite faction, and that is Chaos Space Marines. Now, of course, you could say, oh, he's going to say Khorne Berserkers or something, right? Because they need an update. No. They're plastic, just needs new heads. Their bodies are fine. What really needs an update, and this is also a big shocker, was we haven't had an update since 2002 or 2003 for the Chaos Bike. The biker hasn't been updated for that long. That is freaking insane. We're talking the greatest codex ever, Chaos Space Marines 3.5. That's the last time it was updated. And you could almost say that it's even older sculpt than that, because they did have like a minor update where they had the plastic chassis and they had these terrible, really ugly bits to them where they had like little pinchers and a stupid little like grill for the bike. It was terrible. That was like in 1999, 2000. They got rid of that and they updated it, but they really just made it more generic. So now just add spikes. You've shown with the Outriders that you can make the Akira kick-ass bike. Let's do the same thing. Let's make a Tanaka bike with some tentacles on it. Would be super awesome, super easy to do. You've shown you can do it, Games Workshop. Let's update the Chaos bike. Let's give those Outriders a run for their money. Not that they're going to be beaten at all by the Outriders are just amazing. So in their games, they're Space Marines, so that's not going to change. But anyway, that'd be really cool if they did that. I'd really like that. So come on, Games Workshop. Update the Chaos bike. It's about time. All right, number 5, and I'm going to make this, I don't know if it's going to be controversial, but Games Workshop, killed off Cadia players. Cadia has been split into 2. It's overrun by Chaos. I know the fluff has been having Cadians go and fart around in other novels and places, but it's about time the Astra Militarum gets their new poster boy army. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not Rambo Catchkins. Pick a new thing, add some kind of Necromunda sci-fi, some Van Sar action, something like that. Make them kind of a little more Infinity miniature-esque. You don't have to go too far. We have to keep it still Gothic, but this is such an awesome opportunity. And even for like the old tanks like Lehman Russ, you can just add an upgrade sprue that just, gives a new guy that comes out of the hatch that looks like the new Imperial Guard. But the time of the Cadians are over. Once again, you won't believe Cadians have been around since 2004. 15 years, 16 years. It's insane. Update them. Give us a new fanboy for us to worship for the Imperial Guard player. Cadians are out. Pick a new planet. Do something new, Games Workshop. I know you gotta have it. You have it in you. All right. So now we're breaking into the top 4. So the next 3 are going to be about what you expected. And before I get into exactly that, because I can just rattle them off pretty quickly, let's talk about why that's the case. And we're going to start with Jess Goodwin, and why are you holding up Aspect Eldar? I understand you love your ancient sculpts, but we're talking sculpts from 1999. Over 20 years old. It is time to let it go. I understand you're the head of the team, and I get it. You gave us the Banshee Bone with Jane's R last year, but for the love of all that is holy, update the Aspect Eldar. Now. Do it. Give us the Phoenix Lords that are missing. Do it. Just let the little kids, let the little newbie designers just sculpt and do it. I know you want to hold on to it. I know they're trying to appease you, but Jess, if you're watching this, which you're not, but still, just let it go. It's okay. We still love your sculpts. Just let it be updated. Just let it happen. It'll be good. It'll be good. Trust me. Trust me. All right. So that means number 4, let's start off with what you're not expecting probably is Shining Scorpion. Sorry, not Shining Scorpions. Shining Spears. You're proven with high elves on horses that you can do javelins. I mean, not javelins, but you can do, what is it, a javelin? What is that? A joust. Joust, whatever the jousting spear is. That's not a javelin, that's something else. Anyway, whatever that pole arm thing is, you can do it for space elves. Come on, update that bike. I know we got a plastic, jet bike update for the Eldar. We can do it for the Shining Spears. Add some like little wings on the end of it. Do something super cool. It'd be awesome. Super easy. And then also, once again, give them a Phoenix Lord. It's a great excuse. If you give them a Phoenix Lord, you do the kind of Jane Czar Banshee situation. People are going to buy it. They're going to throw out those old terrible plastic Shining Spears with the terrible spears that just look terrible at this point. God, I said terrible like 20 times. Yeah, I'll say it a little more because we're going to the next terrible thing, and that is number 3, and that is the Swooping Hawks. God, these sculpts, 1999, once again. This is where we got the first stand on one foot Eldar thing going on, and it's time for that to die. I actually don't need to die. If you're going to update the Swooping Hawks, that's enough for me to make me be really excited and just do that. So please, update the Swooping Hawks. Everyone likes taking wings anyway. Everyone loves wings on models. You can give us an excuse to buy this kit just so we can tear the wings off and put them on Space Marines. So this is just an easy peasy thing to do. And just update, you can update the Phoenix Lord as well with this. Just simple. It's just a no-brainer here. All right. Number 2, more Eldar. And this is by far the worst sculpt. It's hands down the worst sculpt. It's been the worst sculpt. And Jess, I'm sorry. Your other sculpts are dated, but they're still kind of cool. But this was terrible from when you made it, and it's still terrible today. And that is the Warp Spider sculpt. Oh, God. This is once again 1999, 1998, somewhere around there you made this terrible sculpt. And we haven't had an update since. And we also don't have a Phoenix Lord for them. Once again, new Phoenix Lord. Release that. New Warp Spiders. Easy. Done. Everyone will love you. Eldar, one of the linchpin factions in the game. The reason why you probably think they're not selling is because you haven't updated the models. Do it. Update the aspect warriors. The Warp Spider is the most egregious one. It just makes me exasperated just talking about it. Now, of course, we talk about the other ones that you have with Striking Storms, but the Striking Storm sculpt is actually really cool, and they don't need to update that, just make it plastic. Don't need to do anything else. It's a sweet sculpt. But Warp Spiders, number 2. All right. So, with that, it's time to go to number 1. Number 1 is going to be something very near and dear to my heart. My old debaucherous days as a youth, when all I could think about is Slanesh, and that is Chaos Space Marine Noise Marines. Games Workshop. Once again, this is like 2002, 2003 old ancient sculpt, 3.5. And what we have now is the old terrible Chaos Space Marines with some fine cast bits thrown on top of it. Blastmasters, Doom Sirens, Sonic Blasters. They all need to be updated. And we know about the long-held rumor that Fulgrim's coming. Guess what, Games Workshop? This is the chance. Fulgrim and Noise Marines. Done and done. Easy. I'm tired of having to go buy the Forge World Sonic guys because they look slightly cooler than the old, terrible 2002, 2003, 2004, whatever I was saying it was. Please, just do it. It'd be awesome. You can release a whole line of Noise Marines and give us that whole Emperor's Children supplement. I know you want to do it, Games Workshop. Let's do it. So, with that, that's my number 1. Like I said, I love Noise Marines, and they just need an update. They just need it really bad, so let's just do it. So, did I say let's just do it like 20 times? I'm feeling like I'm Michael Jordan. Anyway, so with that, I'm sure you have your own opinions on what needs to be updated. Hell, we can even go right now and say the ATV, Centurions, things that are like only 5 or 6 years old need updates. But I want to go with the old school stuff because Games Workshop, just get on it. People will buy the damn models. Just do it. So with that said, see you guys next week, probably with a battle report, or maybe not. It's Thanksgiving. Who knows? Take care. Bye.